Listen to your heart beating right now. It might be racing. Your chest might feel just a little tight. For what? There is no predator in your room. Your body is likely pumping out stress chemicals for a threat that ended 5 years ago. You are physically reacting to a ghost, the voice of someone who broke your heart, the echo of a mistake you made, or a painful memory that keeps playing on a loop. Like being trapped in a movie theater with no exit door, forced to watch the worst day of your life over and over again. The painful truth is, many of us walk through life carrying a rotting bag of trash over our shoulder. We try to hide it. We smile at our co-workers, but the heavy, exhausting weight is always there. We take it to work. We drag it into our new relationships. We even take it to bed with us, letting it keep us awake at 3 in the morning. And modern society tells us the way to fix this is to buy a $7 iced matcha to feel better, or to pay a therapist $200 an hour just to sit and talk about how bad the trash smells. We try to heal our heartbreak by swiping endlessly on dating apps, projecting our old trauma onto a totally new person. It is like spraying expensive perfume on a pile of rotting garbage. Eventually, the smells mix, and it becomes much worse than before. Tonight, we are going to talk about a real mental detox. This is not about pretending everything is fine. It is about learning how to finally drop the weight. Long before modern therapy existed, the Buddha diagnosed exactly how we torture ourselves. He did not offer a magic pill. He offered a mechanism to override the system. Let's be honest, if you accidentally touched a hot stove right now, your nervous system would take over. You would pull your hand back instantly. You wouldn't stand there holding the burning metal, asking, "Why is this stove so hot?" Or, "Why does this always happen to me?" You would just pull away to save yourself. But with emotional pain, we do the exact opposite. We open our phones. We stalk the profiles of people who betrayed us, feeding the ghost just a little more blood so it stays alive. We replay old arguments in the shower, thinking of what we should have said. It is the modern equivalent of willingly reaching into a fire, grabbing a burning coal, and squeezing it as tight as we can. The strange truth is, a part of us actually enjoys holding the burning coal. We become addicted to the identity of the victim. We build our entire story around how badly we were burned. The Buddha called this clinging. He observed this tragic habit of the human mind. He called it the second arrow. the first arrow is the actual event, the breakup, the betrayal, the failure. You cannot dodge the first arrow. It hits you, it hurts, and then it is over. But the second arrow, that is you. That is you opening the photo album. That is you shooting yourself again and again. How many hours of your life have you spent arguing with someone in your head who isn't even in the room? That second arrow is the real poison. And it is the only one you actually have the power to pull out right now. We are so obsessed with analyzing our past to figure out why we are broken. But the Buddha did not teach us to go back and fix the past. Why? Because the past literally does not exist. Look around you in this exact moment. Is there any part of this room that is the year 2018? Is anyone abandoning you in this exact second? No. The human brain simply cannot tell the difference between a real threat standing right in front of you and a memory from a decade ago. The only place your past survives is in a neuro pathway in your brain. It is just an electrical signal, a ghost. Every time the pain of the past pops up, just know, this is a thought. This is not reality. The suffering of your past faded away a long, long time ago. but you are keeping it on life support with your own thoughts. You are doing CPR on a ghost, just so it can wake up and hurt you again. So, how do you stop? How do you actually drop the coal? You do not do it by fighting the thought. If you fight the ghost, you give it your energy, you make it real. You do not fight it. You starve it. You starve it by removing your attention, because attention is the oxygen that keeps the ghost alive. The human mind can only fully process one thing at a time. The simplest, most profound way to detox your mind is to bring your attention back to your physical body, right here, right now. The breath is your anchor. You cannot breathe in the past. You cannot breathe in the future. If you can feel the cool air touching the tip of your nose, in that exact second, your mind is not in the past. If you can feel the solid, heavy weight of your feet resting on the floor, the past has no power over you. Every single time you pull your mind back to the present moment, you are dropping that burning coal just a little bit more. Your blistered hands will finally start to cool down. I want you to ask yourself one question tonight. The next time the past comes hunting for you, who is this pain serving? If you are holding on to anger, hoping it hurts them, remember that they are sleeping peacefully while you are awake burning. You are the one burning first. If you are holding on to guilt to punish yourself, you are torturing the most innocent creature in the room. And that is you, right now, tonight. Before you close your eyes, look back at the heavy bags you have dragged through the entire day. Tell yourself, with deep, unconditional kindness, enough. It is over. The past is just a shadow. A shadow has never killed anyone. A shadow has no weight. It cannot stop you from moving forward. The only reason it feels heavy is because you are trying to carry a shadow on your back. Let the dead rest. Let the past do its only job, which is to stay in the past. Do not wait until tomorrow to cleanse your mind. Let's starve the ghost right now. Take one deep breath in. Feel the air entering your body. Feel it leaving. Notice how, in this exact fraction of a second, you are entirely safe. The past cannot cross into this room. If the past calls your name, do not answer. Anchor yourself here. Let the fire burn out and drop the past right now.